Hey y'all, welcome back. Let's get it rocking with some Berserker tonight. I am Pseudo, this is Build Wars 2. Welcome back, guys. Hopefully you're well, hopefully your week is awesome and not blisteringly hot like New York is. We got a new shock mount installed, so I will be testing that out. Hopefully y'all can hear me all right. But let's get this rolling. We're going to be trying out the, how do I phrase this? Mediocre dagger skill on Berserker. I have a theory on that coming up on the channel, so get subscribed if you like balanced discussions and nonsense. But the real build that I have in the description as well, that we're going to be starting with anyway, a dude to fight, is longbow, sword, shield. Very traditional, and we'll see how this rolls. It's going to be a lot of me fighting and dying a bunch tonight because we're going to be trying out weird things, so don't despair if you see me just getting my face pushed in. It is all in the service of science, as well as a little bit of actual fights here. I have to actually turn my brain on when I play Berserker. Tragically, it's like a thing, but it is what it is. So welcome back, guys. Like I said, this is a build crafting channel. I am Pseudo, if you didn't know how this showed up in your feed. Hey Silhouette, what's up? Saw your comment. I'm glad the Mirage build worked out for you. If you have any questions or suggestions for it, let me know. Yeah, man. What I really want to try to do is get a dagger pistol build working, but as you saw there, shield is still very good, even though they've kind of dumpstered the cooldowns on it. This will be a perfect test of the shock mount. I need to move this thing. Closer to my face. There we go. Get right up in there. All right. Good evening, everybody. I got the VOD back up on the channel. Sorry about the confusion the other day. It did get DMCA'd, but not by the people you think. I swear to God, if I get DMCA'd by Kevin Rudolph one more time, I'm going to come to his house and ruin his career. No, really. But great song, Let the Rain Fall, from my childhood, or my university hood. Go check it out. Can't play it on the channel anymore, but we're slowly working through that together. It's a fun time. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Lucky Man Tada. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're putting that money I believe you won the other day to good use. But yeah, we're going to be trying some Berserker tonight. And I have some news. So there's badges on the channel that you can unlock by being a subscriber for a certain number of years. I'm curious if people would want the profession badges because you have to be, X number of years or X number of time period. So I'm thinking of making them really low time period and then just doing one of each so people could like rep what they play in chat. And it would be kind of a cool way for us to communicate via, smoke signals and visual cues. Yeah, Berserker doing Berserker things, pretty much. Shield isn't super mandatory, but certain defensive utility is for PvP. Shield is definitely very good, but in PvP, like actual SPvP, people have actually moved to running offhand sword, even for Spellbreaker a lot of the time, because the offhand sword block, Captain Crapface actually has a really good video on it, is way lower of a cooldown, and it's a channeled block. While it's only 2 seconds, it still has the counter attack. So if you have Shield Master traded, which you usually do, it'll just reflect all of the projectiles coming at you. So yeah, thank you for reminding me, Kashima. We will be throwing a pistol on here. We need to Fashion Wars a little bit. And I'll also probably be jumping into PvP, but not as a Berserker, because tragically I'm not super comfortable with running this in PvP, although, Kandi Zerker very strong, but it usually runs Mace. I sort of want to run an experiment. It's going to be a little bit weird, so bear with me, but Spellbreaker's really strong. Berserker on paper, all these Retroforged weapons, sorry, getting distracted. Berserker on paper should also be very strong because they're very similarly built. They're obviously the same, base class. They should play very similarly, but they don't. And I'm sort of trying to figure out why, as well as like the discrepancies, and could I make up, do I want Berserker to play like a Spellbreaker first of all, and secondly, how can I fill, say Spellbreaker gets a shield, can I take like pistol in a world version of that, something like that. People ask me all the time how I theory craft, and that's kind of how it is. I don't have any legendary pistols. Oh well, we're rocking the Bladesworn pistol. Let's go with something a little bit weird here. Yeah, a little bit different. The fire weapon set can be the 3-1. If you guys have any questions, the build for this will be in the description. The pistol one will not, because I'm not confident with it, but yeah, we will see. The stun is a very good setup, Silhouette, yes. The thing with Spellbreaker is it has a trait called No Escape. So all of their stuns and dazes, predominantly the one on disrupting stab, as well as the one on your full counter that you will have, will also immobilize. Granted, I still prefer shield on Spellbreaker because it has a stun, and that coupled with the immobilize, even though it's 1 second, which sort of is redundant with the stun, is still very good, because you know what's better than somebody being stunned? Well, someone being stunned and immobilized, right? So let me just pull up YouTube. I forgot to check this when we went live. Sorry, chat. You guys can check out my cat running toward the camera. It gives the illusion of the story more moving forward, just like House. Great show. Dr. House in all of you foreign places. But yeah, it's going to be some World vs. World roaming. PSA, SAB ends next week, so if you have any annuals to finish, like I do, get those in. I thought about doing a SAB stream, maybe over the weekend. It'll be a pseudo fails at Super Adventure Box, but we'll see on that. That's a TBD, honestly. All right, looks good, sounds good. It's not echoing, perfect. Hey, Variety, what's up? Daze is very good. Daze is also sort of bugged, Kashima, where if you do daze somebody and they're in the middle of a movement skill, it will continue moving them for the duration of the movement skill. And I have to assume this game is old enough that they would have fixed that if they could, right? It's a very weird bug. You know? Daze is kind of the new stun because they've started putting a lot of the damage back on Daze skills. And that's kind of awkward because a lot of the dazes also immobilize and do damage as well, so it's a little bit weird. Hey, Shoctify, what's up? Only ever played Full Zerg, Axe, Shield, GS, Spellbreaker? Dude, I mean, you can get away with that on Spellbreaker, right? Because their armor value is so high and because they have that high health pool. Granted, Spellbreaker until recently didn't really have a way to generate a ton of might. Ooh, a Harbinger, perfect, my nemesis. See if I can do the Captain Crabface thing where you just stun this guy. Kick! Damn, kick went off a little bit late there. Hey, we got him, but he was taking a camp. Dang, pistol confirmed the best. So, I had an aneurysm, chat, and that's why we're running kick. And kick is normally a very funny but kind of bad skill, right? But it's a 300 range knockback with 3 charges, then the knockback is 240. So, I figured, since we have this funky leap, and this funky sort of leap, we might try running kick on this build. Yeah, we're going to see if we can make it work, Shoctify. Something a little bit different. I already know the sword shield version that I made works, so if you want a good build, hit that up in the description. But I figured this would be just a sort of chill hangout night. Sorry. Where I theory craft a little bit and see if we can make some unconventional stuff work. And you running away. Okay. Well, I pressed my 1 stun break. Kick! Damn. Didn't hit him with a kick. Ah! He hit me with the pocket zerg, chat! He hit me with the fat pocket zerg! No! Well, we almost did it. Yeah, that's the thing with Berserker, Kashima. I would love to take strength, but as, you know, that my Dark Universe counterpart has pointed out many, many times, Berserker is very much locked into the defense discipline gambit in PvP. But I hear you. Brave Stride's really fun when you can combo it with the, like, damage on stability trait as well. I do that on my Bladesworn build for all the good it does me there. So, chat, I've been actually talking to a lot of people, like, just, you know, theory crafting up late at night and such. I'm not super happy with this Fashion Wars here, so we'll talk about this while I change it. And I've been running into a lot of really chill people. So anyone who joined the guild, you're going to see a lot of people rolling into the next Soto release and probably the next expansion as well. So again, shout out to you guys. Only one real simple rule. But it's really cool because I ran into a Willbender last night and we were talking about, like, you know, he thinks the grass is greener on the warrior side of things. And he was like, oh, but you have this. I'm like, yeah, but this is bugged. And he's like, oh, this is bugged on Guardian. And it was such a cool conversation to have. And this is why I want to get more people who play different things in the guild, because I really, really like that mentality of, like, you know, let's try the other things to see if the grass is really greener, or if it's just like, you know, it may be greener with this one aspect, but that's sort of how balance works, where it falls short in other ways, right? So it was really fun. I had like a bunch of duels with him. I invited him to the guild. Lots of new people like that. So it's been sick. So if anyone out there is playing a class that they want to give me feedback on, or that I don't usually main, you know, I'm mostly a Mesmer warrior player, hit me up. I really like that sort of thing. I think it's really, really cool. But yeah, as Kashima pointed out, oh, I didn't change the runes for this, actually. The rune that I was going to try to run, and I will change to here, is actually called Rune of Stars, and it's something I've been trying to work into a build for a really long time. Nice, that just failed there. That was good. Sweet, sick. Love to see it. Rune of Stars decreases the cooldowns, or the duration of very specific conditions when they're on you, and in case you didn't know why this is good, you can combo it with, I sort of talked about it a little bit last time, there's a trait in Tactics that has a secondary effect where whenever you cleanse a damaging condition from an ally, you heal them, but that includes yourself. So if your non-damaging conditions are just expiring organically, and then you're cleansing the damaging conditions, you basically have, you know, one thing deals with one thing, and then the other thing deals with problem B, right? Practically, we're not running Tactics this time, but as Kashima pointed out, you already have so much movement on this build, especially with Dagger Pistol, that one thing that you can use to your advantage here, yeah, hopefully he makes it, is sort of this, you know, lower duration weakness, chill, and cripple, which takes care of most of the damaging conditions on you, coupled with something like this food. And then you have basically a 50% incoming condition duration. It's not additive, don't at me, I know how math works sometimes, but it's close to. And then your cleansing abilities with, you know, Sigil of Cleansing and the defense trait, when you weapon swap, will take care of the hopefully damaging conditions on you, because we have very, very limited condition cleanse on this build. If you want more, you can take the middle trait in the Grandmaster line. I forget what it's called. The one that cleanses conditions on defense. But it is what it is. Most Berserkers run that in PvP just because it is such a boon to be able to mash out so many burst skills at once. Ooh, do you want to fight? Hello. Fight me. Oh, I shouldn't use my one stun break to initiate. Oh, I have a friend. I don't want to win fights with a friend. Rude. Dang, Cliffbat content. Where's Jan? Primo Cliffbat content, chat. Theoretically as well, you should be running the Conda Cleanse trait along with the, I believe it's called Eternal Champion now, trait that gives you stability when you enter and exit Berserk mode. I like making weird things work, or at least trying to, so we're going to stick with King of Fires tonight. But I already recorded the video on Slicing Maelstrom. I just have to edit it through. It'll probably be up on the channel, hopefully this weekend. But I've also been... To give a kind of spoiler for why this stream came about and why what I want to talk about in that video is if I generate some adrenaline here in combat, Breaching Strike, the Spellbreaker and now the regular Warrior F1 is a very good skill. It's unblockable, it removes boons, you know, it removes Immobilize when you have Warrior Sprint traded, which you do because you don't have an aneurysm. Very good skill, right? Slicing Maelstrom, the Berserk version of that, does none of those things. It's basically Arc Divider with boon removal, and until recently, our trivia question the other day actually had a 1.5 second nearly full cast time. It was basically unusable. And I've been asking around some people like who are, you know, may or may not be gods of PvP and such, because I want to know if I'm just insane. And yeah, I kind of am, but also the thing with this is it's entirely possible that, oh, I'm not in combat, perfect, the best warrior thing, that they made it suck kind of on purpose, right? And if they did that, it would definitely be a thing, because Breaching Strike, already very good, obviously. We have so many people, I'm just gonna kill this guy. Poor guy, he just wants his dailies or something. But Slicing Maelstrom, while Arc Divider is okay these days, it doesn't multi-hit like everything else in the game. It doesn't have the unblockable. It's not a leap finisher, so you can't generate your own fire aura. And the bigger problem with it is it doesn't like auto track, right? like the other one. It doesn't really jive with the 1 to 2 target theme that Dagger kind of has. It's very weird. So why did they put this in the game, right? And to give you a, I don't want to spoil the video too much. I'd like you to, at least one person to go watch it. But the spoiler, TLDR, is I think they just kind of didn't want to make Breaching Strike, again, or too good, because Primal Bursts do have lower cooldowns. Breaching Strike is already a core mechanic of Spellbreaker, similar to how Rifle was a core mechanic of Deadeye, or maybe a better example, Dagger was a core mechanic of Virtuoso, and then they just went, screw it, let's just make it Arc Divider, right? Because people sort of like Arc Divider, or liked, rather. You think they should change the animation for... Yeah, it's... Slicing Maelstrom is weird, because they did remove the aftercast, and from what I can tell, you can no longer accidentally cancel it, which is a line I'm going to have to edit out of the video. But when I was testing it, you used to be able to, accidentally cancel it before the shockwave even went off, even after they removed the hideous aftercast on it. So at least it's like a semi-functional skill now, right? And it's not as bad as Thief's Death Blossom, right? Death Blossom, if you didn't know on Thief, permanently animation locks you, which is one of the reasons, even on World Finisher, Dagger Thief, you see them using it ever, because it's just a waste of a cast time. Re-staff 4, anything that just locks you into a cast animation kind of sucks. Even in a raid scenario, let alone a PvP scenario, right? Yeah, be careful, Gibbs. Don't die. Hopefully you're just hanging out, enjoying. Yeah, all right. Dagger Pistol, weird kick build. Can kill randos. Let's see if we can do some work with it. Might queue for some PvP here. But how are you doing, chat? Have you guys thought up anything weird? Are you doing any prep for... Oh, goodness. I'm checking Twitch, and we have been attacked by a renegade. This will be the real test of can I do damage to these things, because renegades do buttloads of damage really fast, and it's kind of a bugger to try to take one out. Kick! See what I mean? Lots of damage very fast. Oh, man. We did it, chat! Hell yeah. Thank you, Gibbs. Appreciate it. No, I was joking. My videos astonishingly do. I'm floored by the number of people I get to watch some of my stuff. If larger channels were doing, as much as subscriber count as they have, or double it, or whatever my videos get sometimes, that would be an insane metric. So it's all about percentages, and you guys are amazing. So credit. Kick. I love the kick follow-ups. Unironically, this is sick. Oh man, I just need to learn how to play Berserker now, and it'll be good. Kick. Damn, he dodged the kick, chat. My one stun break, it's good. Ooh, this guy's really tanky. I'm just gonna run away. I'm not gonna fight this. There's no way. Kick also counts as a movement skill, by the way, for removing immobilize. It's a kick-ass build. Oh, I'm gonna need some time, Kashima, to recover from that. Yeah, I think it was put in the game mostly to deal, sort of, because it was kind of a world versus world skill. What is this guy? Go away. I'm not fighting your weird tanky core necro build. It was put in the game to be sort of boon rip for world versus world ocean bat. The weird thing is it just doesn't jive with anything else on Dagger's kit because of the target cap thing, I'm trying to think of a way they could have done it that would have made more sense. Maybe had an explosion where you land that rips spoons or something. I don't really know, right? So here's a great question, actually, chat. What do you guys think Slicing Maelstrom should do? Because I have my suggestions I propose in the video, but given the state of the game and how Soto went, what do you guys think that the Berserker Dagger F1 should do? I'm trying to figure it out in my brain. If I have any other ideas. There we go. There's my stream. Oh my god. Trying to multitask poorly. Yeah, I think just like 1 to 2 target leap finisher that's blockable, it's not unblockable. Probably the way to go with it. Because the unblockable thing is the part that like makes it really good, you know? Kind of like Dragon Trigger. Nice glide. Playing. A fight. Do it. My god, that took forever to channel. Pick! Ah, can't be in that. Too much shit going on. I don't know what's what. Yeah, they won. Oh, we're not red. Oops, I thought we were red. Well, they get their points. That's my bad. Fair enough. I should have just focused that one guy down. I'm really enjoying this. This is sick. And I don't play Berserker. I just gotta, like, get good, right? This is why you should just try stuff, chat. Because you might find something, like, insane that's just, like, fun to try, you know? Oh, man. They're crafting rules. This is, like, an homage to everybody who's, like, looked at that one skill on their utility bar, whether it's, you know, pink and you're a mesmer, whether it's yellow and you're a warrior, and you're just like, you know what? This skill sucks. I want to try to make it work. I might actually change up the adrenaline on CC thing. Yeah, let's move this over here and let's give us some defensive utility actually, because this is 4 seconds in World versus World, which is pretty okay. Kick is perfect. Yeah, it was Ocean Bat. That's a decent idea. Convert boons to burning, or even, you know, bleeding would be pretty cool. Just like something like that. I think that if they do make it 1 to 2 targets, if it removes, like, you know, no, that's 2 RNG. I was going to suggest if it removes a non-damaging condition, it's like a half second of immobilize, kind of like no escape works on Spellbreaker, and then if it removes, you know, a damaging condition, then it's like 3 stacks of bleeding or a stack of burning or something. They're opening the mobile version on Twitch. Hold please, chat. We'll get queued up for PvP here while Pseudo checks his shit. But how are you guys doing? I don't know why it always opens the mobile version. It's annoying. Things I should check before the stream. There we go. We did it. I don't know how I didn't do this before the stream. Hopefully it still sounds alright. Let me know in chat if it doesn't, but I checked the sound settings. Everything should be the same. We installed new hardware. I think I need to get more comfortable doing damage without going into Berserk mode. The problem is, like, Berserker Burst is just such a strong part of its kit, you know? So it's hard to not lead off with that if you can, which is one of the reasons I'm running to the limit. I usually really like... Sounds good to you? Alright, good stuff. Thank you, Kushima. I usually try to run the Berserker heal, but with Warrior Relic, you kind of don't have to. Pretty cool. Heck! It does more damage if you say it, chat. Not bad, not bad. We can do with a little bit more might somewhere on this build, too. Maybe I can work in a Sigil of Battle. Dude, the limit isn't bad. It's just got a really long cast time, but most warrior heals do, right? I have realized that I definitely need energy sigils on this build, unfortunately. I've really been trying to not run them. But they're way too strong. Hello, sir. You want to fight? Fight me, Core Guardian man. Oh, I threw my spear. Fight me. You want to fight? Back. Dang, he's got his little group over there. Got this green group over here. Let's see if we can lead them together. It's gonna be good. Ah, they don't wanna fight. It's sad. If this person is on comms, gonna fight. Oh, they're new. I'm not gonna. That's the person who's new. Not worth it. Oop. All their friends came. They're definitely on comms. Yeah, To the Limit, if you didn't know, gives endurance to allies, which is pretty cool. My friend, some guy, pointed it out to me when staff came out. The warrior has, like, weird ways of supporting their allies, you know, and giving endurance to them is something that not enough, like flat endurance, right? Not just vigor. Something that not a lot of classes actually have, which is kind of neat. Same thing with the unblockable stacks, obviously, from staff. That's a 720 stream. That's They're doing some construction outside my house, and I got excited because I thought they were laying fiber lines, and they were just putting in a new telephone pole, which is, you know, nice. It's not fiber, as far as I know. We are queued for PvP, right? Did I hallucinate that? I hallucinated it. Fine, don't worry about it. I'm just crazy, that's all. Yeah, I'm going to be hopping into PvP on a Spellbreaker build that I know does all right. Now that I've said that, I'll probably lose every match, but I just kind of want to get a feel for, you know, playing Spellbreaker. I am pretty adamant about this will sort of get you better at the other warrior specializations, and Lord knows I need to get good, so we're going to be practicing that a bit tonight, running that around. There's a tie-dye cat. Is it an ally tie-dye cat? Enemy tie-dye cat. Oh, heck yeah. Flag going on. Pretty cool. Dang, the day in Necromancer has more mobility than a warrior. Only my skills went 700 range. Pick. That is a lot of Candy Cleanse. Pick. Pick. Damn, it didn't work. Be an issue in about a second. Cool. Still healing him. Pick. I was like good at this video game. You know, just a savant at every class. I probably don't, but it'd be funny, right? Ah, it's probably got me here. That was a good stun. Kick. Dude, your build does so much freaking damage for like no trade-off. Rough. He's got me. Yeah, it was good. Guy's Death Magic Reaper build rules. He doesn't even have food on. Holy crap. That was good. Good fight. Good fight. Spellbreaker conditions you to run into AoEs. Proc full counter. That's true. That is something you have to watch out for. Trying to think if there's anything that I could have. So here's the thing, chat. If you make a build and you die to a couple people, you always try to like think, okay, why did I die? What holes could I fill with like tools in my kit, or what could I take differently? You know what I could actually do is run the right gear. This is supposed to be running grieving gear, and I forgot to change it when I changed the runes. So that's my fault. So maybe we'll have a little bit more power there. Half grieving, and then we need a Karka potion in the utility slot. And if you don't know what Karka potions do, congratulations, you're sane. They give you 150 toughness, and you can only buy them from South Sun Cove. They're sick, and they're usable in World vs. World. There used to be this really rare, you had to do an NPC heart for it or something. It was like you did a heart for it, and then you could buy Scale Venom, and it had a 10% chance on hit to apply weakness, which is crazy. And that for the longest time, that was also usable in World vs. World. So things like Tempest, that at the time, you know, hit a bunch with the overload on air, you could just take the weakness thing, take aristocracy runes, which at the time, whenever you applied weakness, you gained 5 might, and run around with like a full quickness overload Tempest. It was nuts. Like weird build things, I guess. Ooh, we have a friend. Hello, friend. Yeah, this is a dagger pistol build. It's a variant of, you know, typical sword shield. Actually, I'm gonna throw another catapult. They'll just run it. And it's like, what are you doing, dude? Shoot the catapult. The answer is reaching over to my keyboard. I wonder if that'll despawn. I wonder if he's got any supply. Nope, he's got some supply. We're good. Tiny little hops. Did I somehow... Okay, I was like... We have to be cute for PvP. I know I clicked the button. I checked it. I'm not crazy. Shut up. Get this, I don't want to get in combat with the Stolyak. Alright, rad. No matter what map we get, try some Spellbreaker tonight. Where is she? There's my lovely Centurion. If you didn't know, chat, there was a gem store balance patch. We can preview some of the items when we load in here. They're kind of sick. I'll probably end up picking them up myself. I've still been looking for a really good roller beetle skin, although I don't think if anything is going to beat the light cycle skin, aka the luminous beetle. It's too OP. You can't beat it. But we have a new spine shell roller, which harkens back to the armadillo without being horrifying. And we have some raven greaves, which I believe are not paired with the other raven armor for reasons that only arenanet will understand ever. But you could definitely do some kind of Valkyrie look with this, with the feathers coming off it. I'm assuming they're dyeable separately. She's kind of got the yellow boots going. But yeah, go check those out. Plug, this game rules. All right, let's go see what we got here, chat. Spellbreaker on their team too. Good. I get to show how bad I am. It's gonna be good. Oh. My butt. Ow. I do run Dagger Shield in my Spellbreaker build. Staff, obviously, because it is just better Greatsword. Sorry, not obviously. You can run Greatsword on Spellbreaker. It's still fine. If you do, I would recommend going the Strength route because it gets you a little bit more damage. So typical Magebane Tether might gain Spellbreaker. But part of the problem right now with PvP is nothing hits anything else ever. By the time you're getting hit, you're usually dead because you've run out of locks, dodges, immobilize, or evades, or there's one more, damage immunity. Thank you, brain. So take that for what you will. Kind of why defense has become king on Spellbreaker in PvP. How is he immune? How did he have stability? I'm running over the line. It didn't trigger. Oh, right. So fun fact about that. You can use this in raids as well. That elementalist line, the earth line that the staff alley puts down, doesn't actually do damage. So you can use it to block things like elementals that spawn on Harvest Temple. We were using it for that for a really long time. Stuff like that. It's really interesting. And it, the more you know, chat, right? Well, all of my team has died. Okay, one person, so we will go over here. Good. He better have gotten that. He did get it. All right, good. So fun fact about that as well. I was talking about this with my new Willbender friend last night. The pull on the Dragon Hunter Spear is actually unevadable. It's one of the few abilities in the game that will go through an evade frame. Another one was Mudslide on Elementalist, funny enough, for the longest time until they finally changed it. But it's good to know things like this, because the more space this takes up in your brain, the less space you have for useful things that you'll actually use in life, chat. Dang it, it got me. Hopefully my team is doing work somewhere, maybe somewhere. I am poisoned forever. I think we're red. We're red, right, chat? Nice. That man has won his fight at home. Solid. I need to get a better place for my mini-map. I'll look into that as we perfect our setup here. Hopefully our entire team doesn't rush far and then lose the game now. We can kind of do that on Coliseum, but it's important to remember, this is legitimate advice though, you only really need 2 points to win. So you kind of just want to guard your points a lot of the time. It's going to decap our home. You know what? It's happening. Oh, there it goes. Well, our team is getting the shield, which is useless, so it's good. Fun fact about this Dragon Hunter thing as well. We're full of fun facts tonight, chat. It actually... what was I going to say? The traded version is worse because it doesn't block as much around you. So, something to keep in mind. Off my point, please. Thank you. It might work in Stomp, honestly, because that's just another CC, right? You take Stomp instead of the, they're called Savage Leap. Oh, there's Stun Break as well. Oh, got it. Let's see if we can make the jump, chat. Learn together. Oh my god, I did it. Ow. There. I really want to fight a Spellbreaker on Spellbreaker for contention of a point. Yeah. I helped. Did I go that way? As infinity stability, chat. Kind of a thing. Yeah, there's so many setups with Dagger Shield. It's so good. I thought he was dead. Oh, now he's dead. Enough. Lost a lot of points there, though. Glad I came to help out the fight, but boy howdy, do we lose a lot of points. Alright. I don't want to cap the point. I want to fight people. There. Interesting. Interesting. Grab my cat sniff. See where the Deadeye went. Mounts and PvP win, am I right? Fucking thief shit, dude. I feel like I'm doing nothing. I've been doing nothing for a very long time. Win this match. Yeah, dude. Kind of rude of you, homie. No, he doesn't have as much mobility as I thought he would. Cool. Good talk. Don't want to do that. Please let me leave. Thank you. Love the just like amount of space control staff affords you. It's so sick. Fun. Oh, stay home, Revenant Man. A ranger is doing work. Don't let it get decapped. So, the real answer, chat. You can't even block. Oh, it's unblockable. The line on the floor is unblockable. Fun fact. We're learning all about, like, staff elementalists today, chat. This is really cool. So, the TLDR on this is you have a lot of defensive utility on shield, a lot on staff, which I don't have, tragically, because I'm running longbow because there's something wrong with me with Berserker. And you just have, like, good setups for your stuff. Not a lot of, like, damage burst pressure, which is something Berserker will gain, but it is what it is. I think I'm definitely going to switch Stomp, though, because Stomp is, like, so good. With the removing Immobilize and whatnot. Yeah. There we go. Spellbreaker, still king. I'd have to switch the shield. I don't want to, though. I want to keep trying to make pistol work. Oh, sick. Good job, team. Got the Killer Instinct soundtrack rocking the background. This is very much not Killer Instinct. This is Rave the Requiem. Remember to hydrate, chat. Alright, so what do we learn? Spellbreaker, lots of good setups. The way I run it. I want to keep kick. I like kick, but kick kind of sucks. Does kick suck? Kick kind of sucks. The problem is I'm much more dependent on adrenaline with Berserker, right? Because you sort of need the refill or the fill up from this to even start playing the video game. I think we have enough leaps just in general, so I can probably give up Savage Leap. Keep kick. Okay. We have one vote for kick. I think I'm going to switch out our Sundering Leap. Sorry. Savage Leap is the 2 on staff. So many leaps. Only there was a warrior skill that reloaded it. Yeah, but that was dumb. I think that was dumb. I played Bladesworn and I think that was dumb. At least it still triggers like Unshakable Mountain when you run it on Bladesworn, right? That's an outfit this man is rocking. That's an outfit, that's sick. If that's not an outfit, that's also sick. Oh, I think it's the obsidian armor. That's sick. Right. I was definitely feeling the loss of Stomp, though. Originally, I was running the Generate Adrenaline on CC trait. I know I should be running just like the... What's it called? Resistance on dodge one, because obviously you have so many dodges and such. I don't know. I try to do weird stuff and not just run the same thing on all my builds with like one slight variation, you know? That's one of the reasons I took throw bolas off this, which I was originally going to try. We're alright with that. Let's look at our traits here, chat. If I can ever get out of combat. I'll come on this journey together as soon as I run into a tree. Yep, we have Shield Master. Resilient rolls 2.5 seconds the way I have it spec'd out, which isn't terrible. I think this is actually longer based in PvP. That's weird. Like boon duration 30? Yeah. That's strange. I feel like that should be higher. Let's see something real quick. Plus 50 should put it at 3 seconds. Huh. Alright, well, work on that. Min-max it later. Hey Steve, what's up? Trying some Berserker tonight, seeing if we can adapt a Spellbreaker playstyle to it. Hopefully you're well. Let me just see how many... Oop, that was a special infusion. Can't get rid of Underbar Flash. Very important. Still doing some theory crafting tonight as well. There we go, 2 3/3. I knew it was like really close. So if I'm not using Headbutt, still need 2 stun breaks is the thing. And Headbutt wasn't terrible, less under pain. I don't know. I'll keep this. Run around with this for now. Fine. But I also wanted to show off something that's like a little bit of a teaser for the video as well. Theoretically, Dagger Torch should be like the best Berserker build, right? Because you can throw down a fire field, jump through it, and then like your F1 is also a leap, and then you can trigger it for King of Fires with the 4, right? And this basically supplants the need for your mediocre, or, you know, regardless of what you think of them, I guess, rage skills in your utility slot. You can just, you know, detonate fire auras that way. The problem with this is your offhand set then needs to be very defensive. So you need to run something with like staff, and it just basically completely takes longbow out of it entirely. So again, you just have that purely melee playstyle a lot of the time. The other problem, chat, just PSA, they removed the aftercast from Slicing Maelstrom, right? Check this out, if this guy doesn't kill it. Look how long it took to actually put the burning on that golem. You'll have a side-by-side comparison in the edited video coming up. But spoiler alert, Skull Grinder does it immediately. Slicing Maelstrom still does it at the end of the old cast time, including the old aftercast. So, again, if you have an aneurysm and you're trying to run Dagger, King of Fire's Berserker, like we are tonight, and you try to trigger a Fire Aura, because the animation is the spinny long thing that takes forever, even with the aftercast gone, the full cast time still includes the old aftercast, so you get to, you know, suck a dick for playing Warrior. Just things to know, I guess. I just wish they would match the cast animation with, like, the triggers for it. The same thing happens, same problem happens with the Warrior Signet trait that I've complained about, like, about infinity times now, where the cast animation for Signet of Stamina used to be very long. So if I pop it here, now that there's a Zerg right there and I won't have a utility skill, it's that full 1 second cast time before you'll actually get a buff on your bar if you were running, like, you know, Signet of Ferocity or Fury Signets, maybe? I forget what the trait in ARM's called. It's been so long since I ran it seriously. I want to run ARMS. ArenaNet won't let me. Oh, we're dropping frames. Goodbye, frames. Alright, time to use the one thing that Berserkers have, and that's this. I'm going in! Going out! Kick! I really wish the animation... Like, they don't need to change anything on kick, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry about the lack of frame rate. I'll check my settings in a second. They don't need to change the actual, like, effect of kicked at all. They need to change the animation, because the animation's so goofy. Maybe it's cool on, like, Azura or something, but if it was something like an Inzaguri or something like that, I think it would be much better. Like, an Inzaguri is that jump kick, Chad, if you didn't know, where you, like, someone jumps in the air sideways and then, like, use the other leg to, like, stick it to them. As it is, it's just like, kick! And it kind of looks goofy. I don't know. Animations have come a long way in Guild Wars, and they're honestly getting really good, especially with things like Bullet Catcher. I know Elementalists are a little bit upset that all their projectiles are the same for a pistol, but, you know, it's a good weapon, even if people aren't using it because it's complicated, so I don't know what to tell you. You have one skill that gives you, like, 2,700 mobility. Aerial agility is an insane skill. Okay, you get to sit down now, sir. Sorry. Going to assume that we're about to die. All those mag. Well, that was close. Build a Guardian that uses Mace Shield and something Focus. Works like the old Symbol tanky retail build in PvP. You might be able to get away with that with the new Grandmaster, because they sort of put a new Grandmaster on Willbender, Steve, where they made Crashing Courage, or whatever it's called, the one that affects your F3, no longer just like prevents you from dying, but it basically also still generates Aegis, and when you press your Aegis button, it will like auto proc Aegis over and over again. It's pretty sick, so you could probably get away with something like that, although I think there is a cooldown for Shattered Aegis on Willbender specifically because of that interaction. Hi, Skylit. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome, dude. Hopefully you're well. Did you accidentally... No, they're on. All right. Just blind. Get some more PvP going here. See if I can, like, get good at Berserker. Because the thing I struggle with Berserker is that the thing I feel like a lot of people struggle with, especially conceptually with Berserker, and the sentiment I do see floating around a little bit on the forums is I need to be able to, or at least personally, I want to be able to make a Berserker build where they're not solely reliant on Berserk mode. So, you know, something that can actually do damage outside of Berserk mode, right? Which is hard because a lot of warriors skills, especially it used to be, were leveraged, like a lot of your power budget is leveraged into these burst skills. And especially the primal burst, right? Let me look up the name of the trait while we queue here, Steve, so I'm not just saying stuff. Hang on, hold please. Deathless Courage is the name of the trait. So, while Courage is active, incoming strike damage and condition damage is reduced. I thought they changed it to be something else. They might have changed it again. I don't know. Right, so in March 19th, with the big patch, the trait no longer removes Aegis from courage triggers, reduces the duration of courage, or causes enemy deaths to increase the courage duration. Basically, they normalized it. Trait now grants Guardian strike damage and condition damage reduction while it's active, which is not a huge amount, but let's see what we can do with this here. Yeah, I guess you just wouldn't take that, right? Because Tyrant's Momentum and Phoenix Protocol are so good. But you still might be able to. Hey, Kate Lady, this is the chick who also plays Warrior and streams on a controller. So if you guys are interested in this sort of content, go check her channel out. I was watching some of her speedruns the other night, and a very solid player. I wish I was good at speedruns. Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome, guys. Yeah, Deathless Courage might be able to do something similar with Steve. Do they still have the giant symbol trait in Guardian? Like the make symbols bigger? I know about that. Yeah, no worries. I'm glad to have my fellow controller person in arms. It's good. There's a lot of people gaining, especially with like the mobile gaming trend. Guild Wars 2 is the perfect MMO for it, so it's gaining a lot of popularity, and people are like, how do I actually set this up? I'm like, well, I know a way. Pretty sick. These queues tonight, chat. Oh, it would help if I hit the button. No giant symbol trade. Okay, so what are you thinking? Thank you, Dead. Welcome, dude. So what are you thinking? Maybe like permeating wrath or something like that? You said mace shield something focus, right? I wouldn't go pistol focus because really the offhand pistol is good for PvP. The main hand one isn't super great. How do I set up axis turning? So I have an elite controller, Shoctify. Not to get too schizophrenic, but to answer your question, I have an elite controller, which means that I get extra paddles on the bottom, and I use a program called Rewasd, R-E-W-A-S-D, which you will get a free copy of if you have anything that runs on an AMD CPU, which is most handhelds. It's the only thing that lets you map the paddles. And in order to actually click, I have... I'm just going to let this Dolyak live. Screw it. To show you. Hang on. Hopefully I get ambushed here. There's a control option that I have checked that's actually really important here. It's like use either mouse button. I forget where it is. Yeah, use either mouse button to change direction. And then for actually like holding down a paddle or pressing my left stick in, which is also my left stick is normally movement, but if I click it in and move my right stick, the camera's on the right, so I can change my camera this way. That's how I have that mapped, because I don't keyboard turn, because you kind of can't in PvP. And then I have holding the left stick in my X-Pad or profile will left click. So it's left click and then moving the camera is on the right stick. The downside of this is, and something I really should remap to Rewasd, X-Padder doesn't have acceleration curves like normal controller. Like if you play an FPS, this will accelerate based on how long you're holding up to a speed from a set speed, how fast or slow it rotates the camera. So with Guild Wars 2, at least if you're using X-Padder for your mappings like I am, you're kind of stuck. But I think you can set an acceleration curve in Rewasd. I hope that answers your question. But I also have the left click on my paddle, which is how I like click on the Stolyak and such. So if I just hold the paddle down and use the left stick or the right stick, it'll also spin the camera. Lord focus, okay, makes sense. Hey Chris, what's up? Welcome, dude. Hope you're well. Willbender 311. More tanky option? Probably. Is it still Alacrity in PvP? I always, you know, I think Alacrity is just super strong on everything, but maybe it's not on Willbender for reasons I don't really know. Yeah, what's good? You and some Catalyst managed to take SMC. I love doing that, Kashima. Like when you can ninja it, you know? When you're like, okay, as long as no one comes here, we're good. Yeah, let's drop some weird cake and bust out some squats real quick, chat. All right, we ate the cake. We have cake. Good. You can't see the cake. Even if I had transparent windows, you couldn't see the cake. Nice. That's awesome. What raids do you do? Oh, no, you guys full clear. I'm remembering what she said in the past. That's amazing. I full cleared every single raid since they came out, like, until Strike Mission, like Harvest Temple CM. Yeah. Every week we do it over 2 nights for, I think, 3 or 4 years. And after End of Dragons came out and my raid group kind of broke up, I was just like, I'm kind of done with this. Like, I worked on Harvest Temple CM. We got, you know, it took 6 months, but we got that done. But they're a great source of income, especially if you want like the research notes from the Ascended gear drops you get, or just the Magnetite shards. Because like, I don't know, Ascended gear just seems to be the best way for me to get research notes. But yeah, it's a lot of time commitment. 5 years, yeah. It's fun though when you have it down though, right? Because you can just like hang out and, you know, talk with people about whatever, check in. It's always a pain, you know. At least I was very blessed to have Slade, the guy I interviewed, the guy with the most legendaries video on the channel. He was basically a force of will for our raid group. And for a really long time, it was just, you know, I would run the guild, he would run the raid group, and people didn't want to disappoint them. So if they had to sub, they felt bad, right? But getting a hold of a sub is always, you know, it's the hardest thing in the game, just herding cats, just like, you know, grab somebody by the neck, come here, sit down for 2 hours and play this video game. You know, it's one thing to have them like say that they're going to do it. It is what it is though. People have lives, I understand. That interview is really, I'm glad you enjoyed it, because I'll think of an idea. This is my YouTube process. A couple people have asked me about this. I'll think of an idea. I'll immediately doubt myself and think, no, that's dumb. Because like I've known Slade for years. I was like, oh, who's going to want to hear this? And I was like, wait, people probably like, this is actually a really cool story, you know, because he managed to A, live a healthy lifestyle, and B, like while he was being such a monster of routine, and he's the nicest guy. Like I was so lucky that he was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. I think I know this druid, and I think this druid is absolutely immortal. I could be wrong. Okay, Stomp just not going where I want it to. Sweet. I have adrenaline for my F1. Okay, I just don't have an F1 skill. That's fine, I don't need an F1 skill. I got it. Got it. I like that by the time I cast my skills, the thief is like somewhere else. You know? Thief privilege, man. Alright, we're gonna go do our side node job. Oh, you don't have to touch it. Like I hated PvP and sucked at it for years. Here's the secret. Everyone's bad in this game isn't balanced, so as long as you know that, you'll be fine. Ranger downstate is in the game. Like, it doesn't matter. If you're looking to get into it, though, I would just find a build you're digging. Like, try it out in World vs. World or practice it in, like, the PvP lobby. And then just see if you can translate it to, like, you know, just get comfortable with it. You can start with PvE stuff, too. Like, just learn the build running around doing map completion and such. What I tell everyone to do to get used to controller setup. Manage jump dodging. Nice. Ow. Thank you. Relic of the Brawler. Interesting. Resolution build. That could work. I think we're going to lose this match. Relic of the Brawler's good, but I tend to favor utility-focused relics over anything else. Yeah, this is definitely a supposed to lose match. They've got, like, all Barons of the arena. So I would see if you can work in, like... I mean, I'm biased, right? I use Antitoxin and Warrior on everything. But I would say see if you can work in those, because they're real good. No, he's playing a Guardian, though. But yeah, Warrior Relic with Fast Hands is sick. That's what I run on both my Berserker and my Spellbreaker. Amazing. Yep, I had the Daze bug there where you're just stuck running in a direction. And that just pulled me through, what's it called? Evade, to illustrate that. This is such a supposed to lose match. This is like, Pseudo has won too many. We will now destroy him. Oh, sorry for my awful... I don't even know if that was. Feel bad. It was kind of racist. I apologize. Whatever accent it was. Oh, man. Ow. 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 Pain. Core Warrior. Yeah, they could add something to Core Warrior. That'd be kind of sick. Kind of like they did with Revenant. Why is my cursor there? Hell, I'm dead now. This is like my favorite thing to do in games. Even if you're losing, just like try to kite the enemy team around in a circle. No matter what build I play, I tend to favor mobility because when in doubt, you can do this. Core Warrior should have a F2 skill that gives you a block for 1 second per adrenaline spent. I feel like then it's just like, what's it called? Then it's just Spellbreaker, no? Team give up. Giving up. Play the video game. No surrender button. Doesn't hurt anybody. Team's all sitting at home. They gave up. Lame. Is what it is. We should have a night where we just look at relics, chat. Ooh, can we... Is there an achievement for taking down this trebuchet? We're gonna do it. It's a real game mode, I promise. Can we kill this trebuchet before this match ends? We should have a night, though, that we just look at all the relics and, like, figure out which ones are kind of low-key OP. Look at that weakness duration. There's a weakness duration, I think, sigil in PvE, but not in PvP, which is kind of lame, because I'd probably run it on a staff, honestly. Like, Path to Victory is so good. Alright, we did it, chat. We won the match. We killed the trebuchet. It's good. And want to fight? Fight till the match ends? Let's do it, dude. Ow. Ow. Why does everything in Mesmer do daze you? Dude, even this Mesmer's good. Who in the world was I fighting? Crazy, Doug. Love that. I mean, maybe. A lot of the people on the channel are like huge into build crafting, right, Steve? It's entirely possible. Have a little scrolling thing up in the top left and people go, stop that one. Azura in outfits scare me, Kashima, because it's like, okay, this man's played the game for, man or lady, has played the game for a very long time and like knows what's up. Or in between. Spellbreaker is evade, daze plus gives permastab. Yeah, I think a block might be redundant, you know? I'm trying to think of like, because you're not wrong, right, Ocean Bat? They should have something there. Kind of like how base Rev has something there, right? I'm just trying to think of like what it would do, you know? Because I think it was you last time that suggested Dragon Trigger should stun break you, right? Which isn't a bad idea at all. Or at least have options to do stuff when you trade it. I just feel like, I don't know, Bladethorn's such a mess. I talk about it every stream. needs something. There was one relic. I'm trying to think of it. It was like whenever you shadow stepped, you fired. I think it's Relic of Dagda. If I get this right, I'm gonna be really mad at myself because that's space I desperately want back from my brain. But there was one relic that whenever you shadow stepped, you would fire a dagger at your opponent, and the dagger would like boost your damage and also apply torment. Oh, thank God. Okay. It's not that. I haven't bothered to learn the relics. I really should. I know what some of them do. After Shadow Step, it's Relic of Patha, the other female. Yeah, Shoctify gets our non-existent trivia question. There you go. You get non-existent gold. After Shadow Stepping, using a deception skill. Oh, hello. You holding this for me? Can I make it? Yeah. Stop for the win. What's in this? Something in this with us? Oh, it's just taking forever to cap. So after shadow stepping or using a deception skill, which I believe, yeah, mirage skills are, fire a blade at nearby enemy. After a short delay, apply torment and increase your strike damage. So I was using this on my axe mirage build, to try to get back some of the condition damage pressure because I run the Alacrity staff trait instead of the X trait in World vs. World. Kind of cool. It's not a huge amount of pressure. There's some relics that are just like better than others, right? Like that insane one, I think it's Isgarin, maybe, that whenever you evade an attack, you just put this stacking stacking buff on your opponent. It's like an eye, and then it increases your condition damage and strike damage to them. And it like stacks, and it can stack over the cap or something insane. I don't know why people don't run it in raids. Game's quite good. Is this some Evangelion? For legal reasons, no, it's not Evangelion, Ocean Bat. I remember this is a if you can't tell, I'm a child of the 90s, and I'm very much a fan of Eurobeat remixes of stuff. This is a Eurobeat remix of the main theme. I forget what the main... It's like Hamsusa Todd or something. Cruel Angel's Thesis. Like the name of the main theme. It's the sickest name ever. But yeah. The guy who does these is one of the main guys is named Turbo. And he got DMCA'd for the song about 8 times. His intro for the song is all the DMCA strikes that he had to go through to get this on YouTube. It's kind of what I've been doing with it, so I empathize. I empathize a little bit with him. I'm trying to think of what you could do, Steve, to sort of have old school... Because the part of the problem with that, like, it's a good idea for, like, a tank guardian, even if Cal doesn't want tank things to really exist in PvP. Part of the problem that you're going to run into, I think, is the points are different sizes, so it may not work on, like, larger points that you have to contest, at least not as well. Could be wrong. Sounds awesome. Kick. Kicked him, chat. I can't believe we're making this work. The other thing I thought of to do is Slicing Maelstrom. Let me see if I can illustrate this here. And why... The only reason I would really want to run Blood Reckoning... I mean, Blood Reckoning is really cool on Berserker because it lets you do things like double Scorched Earth people and whatnot. He can live. He's a baby. Oh, no, he's a legend. Not a baby. Got a cat and everything. See if I can illustrate this. What is this guard like? Alright, whatever. Alright. And thus we generate adrenaline. So, Breaching Strike is a good skill, right? So my idea was, you know, Breaching Strike into Slicing Maelstrom. so you can get both back to back with Blood Reckoning, because otherwise your Berserk skill is on cooldown thanks to the use of Breaching Strike. I'm actually not super sure I can run this song, because I got jade for an old Electric Callboy song, so let's not chance it. For other people to be able to watch my VODs. Blood Reckoning's such a cool idea. Maybe I can find space for it in this. I love Stomp too much, I think. Because I would put, like, Dolyak Signature for the healing. And the thing with, if you run Blood Reckoning, and why a lot of people don't on anything outside of, like, you know, Burst, Skull Grinder, Berserker, and PvP, is a lot of people know when you pop Blood Reckoning because it has a big tell, because you just double used a burst skill, right? So a lot of the good players will just run away from you so you can't heal off them. Which, you know, if that's your only heal skill, which it kind of is, even if you take the trait that triggers Blood Reckoning when you go into Berserk mode, you're kind of screwed. It's a really fun skill, but it's not, like, super great. So I almost wish the reset, you know, just from completely taking balance out of it, just from a playability standpoint, it'd be cool if Blood Reckoning was your elite skill instead. Wanna fight? Fight me. Fight me. You have food. You're on Maguma. Probably good at the game. I just blew a dodge. Fight me. Ah, fuck. I'll just use my teleport back to get back up to him. Glide. Something. Don't want to spend all of Berserk mode expiring trying to get back up to this guy. Ah, he gone. That cat sniff. He gone. Fair enough. Alright. Get this rolling here. The Slicing Maelstrom, considerably less crap than it was, but I don't know. I just haven't seen anyone running it, and I asked, like I said, some good PvP people, and they're like, yeah, it just kind of sucks, so I don't really know about it. I have my conspiracy theory that'll probably get me canceled on YouTube, but you guys seen anyone running it? I don't really even know where to start that discussion. Hello, Grimney. What's up? Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're finishing up your SAB stuff. Hopefully your orders for your volcanic weapons filled. Right. I double check and make sure this is my streamable playlist. Yeah, it is. It seems odd that Papa Roach wouldn't DMCA me, but okay with it. They're okay with it. Boom. Boom. Kick. Ah, the kick wasn't fast enough. Tragic. Doubled it down and started the Special Oshiper achievement. What is that one? Did I know that one? Nice, dude. I've been slowly working on unlocking the Portal Scroll of the Old Lion's Arch, but it is a bear. Oh, the Otter achievement, right. So what is utility food, in quotes, like Karka Potions or whatever it is called, is this called enhancement oil? I feel like everyone just calls it your utility food slot, but I also feel like that's wrong, right? Like a thing. I don't really know. I feel like I should know that. Kick. Kick's too strong. Only 12 master. Yeah, I need to finish my Soto ones. I was kind of procrastinating because a lot of the original Soto masters were a pain in the butt. Like the actual points. A long camp, chat. Let's go to EBG. Throw it up there. Never mind. Oops. IBS is rough. I'm sorry you have a obligatory joke about irritable bowel syndrome here. It is rough. No, dude, that I hear you, Gremini. Like, actually, I made it 2/3 of the way through my amulet for the legendary amulet and just dipped out of that because I was like, I cannot do dragon response missions anymore. I'm going to gouge my eyes out. Like, that's as far as I got, and I think there's like one more thing after IBS to finish that amulet, and I was just like, I can't do it, man. I can't do this. It's too boring to me. Which again, a lot of people like the PvE content. My friend didn't get the sky scale even though he's top 25 in PvP. Like, different things are fun for different people. Just, I could not personally get through that. There's someone shouting at me like, I'll carry you through it, it's easy, or something like that. Just, oh man, not for me. Maybe one day. Maybe if I'm stuck on a plane or something, you know, and my Wi-Fi's that bad. The return to achievements, don't get me wrong, are actually really well done and really well structured. It's just the actual content of Icebrood Saga, like, bores me to tears. Mostly because, and this is going to sound weird because I don't like him as a, you know, you're not supposed to like Braum as a character. I think, especially toward the end of Icebrood Saga and the end of Dragons, Braum has 2 lines of dialogue in End of Dragons, and they're the best 2 lines of dialogue he has, and it's in the, like, final post-cutscene thing. And it almost completely actually makes him a sympathetic character and concludes his entire arc that he didn't get because everyone hated him. Like, Primordius was supposed to be an actual written dragon. There's even jokes in the game about how they cut the content. Icebrood Saga was supposed to go way longer, actually, and it was supposed to have more. There's been data mines of, like, the script we're going to join you and such for the different factions. There was going to be this whole, you know, Braum's whole arc, right? Spoilers, is that he goes to Primordius, and, you know, Primordius, I've come to bargain to try to let him be the child of prophecy and sacrifice himself because he's been such a colossal fuck up his entire life, right? And that's actually a really good idea and really written really well. It's just that, and so is his, like, his conversations back and forth with Ryland when you're doing Drizzlewood, or not Drizzlewood Coast, Charland, Party Charland, Grothmar Valley. Those are some of, like, replaying it, those are some of the actual best, like, dialogue foreshadowing stuff in the game. I'm sorry I'm lacking words here because I'm trying to, like, kill stuff without seeing it. But it's actually written really well, and it's really good, and it's, like, cool, and I feel bad for Braum, and then, like, all of that was wasted. Oh, cool. Well, this is gonna happen now. Because he's a shit character, and his entire arc was, like, cut, right? So, is what it is, I suppose. I have to zone out. I want to change the loading screen. Yeah, no Scred faction. It's tragic. There were other ones too. I think did the Exalted make it actually into the factions? If not, they were another one, I think. The glowy people from Auric Basin. I think that was data mined as well. Can't remember. Yeah, Icebrood Saga, they didn't know how long it was going to be or what the state of the game was, so basically it was just filler content. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but well, they reshuffled their studio and found a new game director. So, is what it is. Some hype music here. Oh yeah. Nate wants to battle great artists, go check him out. Does Relic of Fabe work on yourself? Let me look it up. Be able to answer that. When you use a healing skill, grant nearby allies swiftness and remove movement impairing conditions from them. I don't see why it wouldn't. Give it a shot. It's probably in the PvP interface. And it looks like it removes immobilize, chill, and cripple, and has a 10-second cooldown. So maybe with mantras or something similar, like the block. That seems sick. Yeah, that's a good idea, Steve. I like that you're looking at relics. You're, like, actually on the relic page now. I have the best, like, building community, man. That's awesome. It's like other people who are actually like, you know, what if I do look at all the weird relics? Braum needed a companion comic book with his guild so we could see his story. Rom just needed people who weren't shit at writing dialogue, because I really like his character arc. And there's ways to make dislikable characters written well. I just feel like for so much of it, he was supposed to be a redeemable character, and if they had just made him like a huge fuck up, from the start, and made that really obvious, all the people being like, Rom's a shit character and I don't like him, wouldn't have been whining about it as much. So, I don't know. Yeah, it does have a cooldown, Steve, so be careful on that. Although yeah, if you don't get swiftness anywhere else in your build, that's kind of good, right? There's plenty of examples of like, oh, this character's awful, I hate him, but they're written really well. So oh, that man's dead. And we're gonna do this and go over here. I'm going to be dead as well very soon. He never wins mid. That one night where my team won mid like once was like the best. Ocean Bat says Fabe works on yourself. There you go. We did it. We have an eyewitness account. Alright. Is this like a clone on this point? This guy's fighting a clone. Cool. I hit him. I dispute that. That should have triggered Major Bane Tether. This game is full of garbage. And Gun Saber garbage. I like the clones have this like artificial leech, right? Kind of interesting. Things to know. Dude, these Char Mesmers scare me. Whenever I see a Char Mesmer, I'm like, oh Jesus, they're good at the game. I don't know what it is. Probably play with standard character models just for that reason. This is the clone that I'm chasing. Just for that reason. Oh, there's another thing in here as well. I was like, why am I taking so much effing damage? Nice. He needs to win far and we're not. Blood Reckoning or the Guard Med heal? I think so. This man's a Bladesworn. I'm confused. I'm the only person. Me. Down. Over there. Lose both beasts. Well, that sucks. No, we haven't lost that beast yet. I'm still in combat because reasons. I'd like to not be in combat at some point. That would be great. Fuck. I shouldn't have gone back in. I should have just actually healed up. That was me being a potato. What's he running? Got Fierce as Fire. Is this like full Glass Bladesworn? Interesting. Not even running Unshakable Mountain. El Silvari Engineer, yeah. That's another one. True. You just see that race and class combination, you're like, nut. What the fuck? I keep forgetting that Necromancer has pistol. Bro. Necromancer get pistol. Close. Doing my best to kite people around in a circle. It's hard. Yeah, definitely, Steve. I think so. Ah, my team is dead. Perfect. Okay. Damn it. The sword, bladesworn. I kind of love it. I love every bladesworn though. Can make a trash can work. Be good. Watch me lose this fight now, chat. It's gonna be great. Go away. Oh, two people. Get that sweet tether pull. Relic of the Astral Ward is such a cool skill, or such a cool relic, Shocktify. But as I showed with like that one bad relics, or can we like make bad relics work stream I did, it's really buggy because as far as I can tell, especially on Warrior, all of the triggers are like the same timings as their like old cast times, kind of like what I was talking about earlier in the stream, where it's a problem more of like that they didn't sync up the timings. I don't know if I can solo this thing. So it sucks because it's really cool in theory, but like, you know, I can't on a Spellbreaker. No fucking way. That's not happening. A good one probably could. I'm gonna not real quick. But yeah, it should go off, but like the problem will be, you know, if you auto trigger Dave the ball or anything else, it just won't go off a lot of the time, or you'll end up with 2 balls instead of actually proccing the like Condi cleanse. That happened to me a couple times during the stream, but Relic of the Astral Ward is like such a cool relic in theory. The problem is again that they just have it desynced from the actual timings. Weird teams tonight. It's okay, Electric Callboy's playing. We're good. I feel like I did okay. I only dead like once. Yeah. Like, even without the numbers being bad, Gremini, Relic of the Astral Ward's a really cool idea. It's just that the trigger for all the cast times is based on the old cast animation and not the current ones, right? So at least for Warrior, I haven't tried. Maybe it works great on like Guardian. I would imagine it works on anything with like an internal auto trigger signet. I actually made my friend a build on Ranger with it because they have a stone signet on elite skill and they can get decently low cooldown elite skills where they're like 48 seconds. If you didn't, so Relic of the Astral Ward, chat, if you didn't know, sorry. The first time you use a signet, it puts like this little floating ball on you that lasts for 30 seconds. And then if you press another signet, it removes the ball and cleanses 2 conditions from everybody around you, like in your party, 5 targets, and then also gives you resistance based on the conditions you cleanse. Cool idea in theory. Again, really good potential. Maybe it should be 3 conditions. I don't really know. The problem is, again, that Dave, the floating ball, will show up like whenever he feels like it instead of like actually at relevant times, right? You know, so if I was a warrior and I pushed, again, we'll just, since I already put that one on cooldown, because this used to have a 1-second cast time, even though it has a somewhere between 0 and 1/4 second cast time, it would trigger like, you know, you cast it now instead of actually when this ended, which was like, you know, 3/4 of a second ago. So it is what it is. Let's not leave too many garbage skills on our bar here. What are we getting from the oh my god, chat. Help. I did something for something. I have way too much astral acclaim. We've been playing the video game too much. What do I get? Chat, be my guide. We'll get armor. We did it. Research note. Fodder. Help. I'm out of things to buy. Should I get the garbage gold thing? We're doing it. Does anyone else has any suggestions? We're doing it. There we go. Lesser essence of gold. It's too good. Someone did the math on that, and the amount of time that you would need to spend playing the game to like make up the lesser essence of gold, like what it compensates you for, is astronomical. So don't buy that. Don't do as I say. Anybody want these super loot bags? I have no use for them. I got all the retro forged weapons last time. Borderland. Hey, EDG's open. Oh man. Alright. Stars. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, those stars, tactics. I have enough boxes for next year. Doctify? I guess I could save the bags for next year as well. I don't know if they'd update them. I don't even know if they'll update these boxes, but they did this time, so I'm hoping they will in the future. Yeah, I have 3 ready to go for next year. We're all ready. Alrighty. Run forward, person. Auto run. There we go. Someone asked me why there's no follow command in this game, and I was like, well, you see, a lot of people who bought. Oh man. Ooh, did we lose we lost our keep, or whatever this is called? Yeah, I know, but I'm just offering them to people. Choctify, what am I gonna do with 3 gold? I'd rather give them to people. I don't know. Hello, person. Would you like to fight? Alright, we're gonna try this. Oh, damn it! There's no up on Bull's charge. I know you can make that with the sword leap. The one thing Savage Leap, that's the sword too. The one thing Savage Leap has going for it. Oh man. Take this sentry, what could go wrong? They have literally every other piece of territory. Heck. I should be using the on CC generate adrenaline thing. That's a good answer. Exactly 163 vials of potent blood. I want to show you something, dude. I think I'm good on materials. I guess I could always use more, right? Oh man, I need to just like make stuff, I guess. I'd rather give my money to people, I don't know. You guys can use it like more than I can. Like win a PvP match here, chat. Jeez. Oh my god, it's 10:30 already. Bot seems to stop posting chat to Twitch and YouTube. That's great. Thanks, Kashima. I will check. I will check restream. I don't think there's a way for me to restart that without starting the stream. Active channels update. Thank you for the PSA though. Restream sucks. If they didn't suck, I would give them money, but they suck, and I'm not going to give them... Okay. Well, good luck taking this camp. I can't help you, person. Here, I'll throw down some fire fields. Immediately die. Maybe? Maybe I'll die? Should be fine. Let's Let's see what we can do to troubleshoot that. Hold, please. Error. Nice. Update channels, update titles. I don't want to toggle this because it might nuke my stream. Good. Internal error. Thank you, Restream. That's spectacular. You're just the best. Alright. Pseudo finds his own stream on YouTube and checks stuff. Put up on Twitch. Relic of Norris is interesting. Relic of Norris is kind of like really good, but also not. I was trying to make a lot of builds with it, but it's Relic of Norris. The interesting interaction is on Mesmer. There's a trait that whenever you remove boons. Well, obviously Relic of Norris works whenever you remove boons. You gain stacks of like the Norris buff, right? But on Mesmer, transferring boons from yourself or from your clones to yourself counts as removing boons. Same thing with Virtuoso. Yeah, it did error out. Kashima, I don't know what's up with that. It sucks. Well, I'll fix my bot after this. But yeah, Relic of Norris is interesting. World vs. World is rough tonight, Jan. But I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it shouldn't happen. It should work. I restart everything before every stream, and computers are magic and made by wizards, so it is what it is. The real fun one is when Restream decides to error out in the middle of a stream, and it makes me fill out captchas that are the like hardest captcha by default to log back in. That's my favorite one. Again, Restream, if you're out there, if you're listening, I know you're not, but if you are, fix your shit. I was blocking, sir. Damn it, just a little bit short. Ah, if that had hit him, would have been fine. Defiant Stance was really close. That famed rifle Berserker I've heard so much about. Alright, it's only got 2 signets though, which is interesting. I almost wouldn't run any signets except Signet Fury and Rifle Berserker. Crazy. My mission for the rest of this match is just lock down this guy. There's no way he's fighting. Really? Alright, well, fine. Sure he would turn around. People that don't know what they're doing are always the most dangerous, right? How was he immune? Bro. Bruh. Bruh. Alright. Whatever. It's a weird match, chat. That goes through full counter. Not so much of a full counter, is it? Team is off doing nothing. That's good. Gunflame can be fun. Char's doing work. Oh, he's a Duke of the Arena. Holy crap. Okay. Wasn't taking this match seriously enough. Kill the thief. Kill the thief. Kill the thief. God damn it. Didn't kill the thief. He's a Baron of the Arena. Probably doing the smart thing, which is capping the point. Oh man. Oh my god, we got the thief down. Up, got the thief up. Get back. Yep. Cool. 3 points. Oh, they have 2 thieves, maybe? An idiot. Monday Bull's charge will cast. It'll be great. Dude, he Basilisk Venomed mid. That was sick, dude. Ow. Alright, well, fine. Fuck it. Spaceships. Computers and magic, I guess. That plays inside the server. I have come up short from this Berserker so many times of just barely hitting him with Shield Bash. That was ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna... Nope, we're not. Just gonna die, I guess. So, I'll guess I'll die situation. Yep. That was a shrug. Well, I'll die. 2 thieves. Damn. Yeah, he's living the life, right? Oh man. You do need 30 seconds, but that's just by default, Gremini. Keep in mind that like every thing with a low cooldown boon removal that you add onto that really chunks it down. Like reliable boon strip, like Relic of Nullification or Sigil of Nullification and stuff. Dang. Stuck in a box. Poor man. No, he's been packaged. Amazon got him, chat. They've come for him. I do play with a controller. We have a lot of people on our channel that play with controllers and mobile setups. Halkin, if you want an intro on how to set it up, let me know. It works really well on things like Steam Deck and stuff. Ship him to Cantha? Pretty much, Doug. I think he'll count for being at the bell if that happens again. I don't know why my bot isn't mirroring chat. That's really annoying. Freaking restream, dude. I wanna try toggling this, but I'm afraid the stream will go down. Hit settings. That's correct. Yeah, the stream will definitely go down if I toggle this. Gotta do a camp. Well, see, that's a rookie mistake. You need to set the controls up and then do the camp. It's OP to set controls up first. No, he doesn't count for the bell. Damn. Oh wait, the bell isn't up yet. 16 seconds. It's really funny. I apologize for the chat thing, guys. Oh my god. Alrighty. Disable that. Match. Yeah, I've always played on controller. Before I started streaming, I'd done most of the content in this game, even Harvest Temple on a controller. I love it. Definitely possible. Gotta get this OP daily hero point. No joke, chat. This is some of the, I know, riveting stream content. Don't despair. But these are the few things that I do daily. People occasionally jump in and are like, what are your daily gold routines and stuff? And I literally just make End of Dragons legendaries. Like, all I do. And sell them. Because they sell really well. Vidéo on a controller? Does it have few enough buttons? Isn't BDO the PvP one? That sounds hard. I mean, I'd go for it, dog. Make it work. Hey, Hulkin. Thank you. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, if you have any questions, I have a short on my channel that shows like my setup. You can download my literal config files so you don't have to map anything and just try out my setup. I recommend backing up your guild. This is taking forever, chat. I recommend backing up your Guild Wars 2 config file before you do that, though, if you're like trying to set it up on your tower. It's so relaxing to just do map completion, though, on like a controller. Sit back for a handheld. Again, and if you guys have specific things you want to see, like for that video, let me know, because I'm planning a sort of like mini AMA thing on how to set up a controller, and I need to know what people would like to see rather than, you know, here's just, you know, double click this exe program and whatnot. Chat has the Bezos. Oh man. The Relic of Norris. Yeah, the problem with Relic of Norris is it's so inconsistent. It's really good if you just need like passive healing almost in your build, right? Like I was trying it on Berserker, Steve, with Blood Reckoning and the auto trigger trait for Blood Reckoning. So you basically, no matter what, at some point you're kind of stealing health, if you see what I'm saying. So you can almost run a normal heal skill, and then you can run the traded Blood Reckoning. So when you go into Berserk mode, and then you could have Relic of Norris healing you basically passively. Stuff like that. Nice, dude. Twitch will have better latency or less latency anyway. I should be paying it forward. I should find people to raid into. Who's cool other than Muckluck? He's like the only Guild Wars 2 streamer I watch. Just pay it back to some of the other people who raid me whenever I stop my streams. Yeah, this is sick. Dagger Pistol Berserker. Who would have thought? Like, okay for World vs. World. I probably wouldn't run it in PvP because the Aegis duration is like so low in PvP. Be interested to see how it does versus somebody who knows what they're doing. Like that Reaper destroyed me. His build was nuts. Reapers also get like 600 toughness or something crazy just from blood magic, so it is what it is. Or not blood magic, death magic. Sorry, too much magic. Too much magic, not enough vegetables. Do like one more PvP match here, chat. Oh, hello. Would you like to fight me? Fuck the PvP match. Fight me. Hell yeah. Alright, well, with any luck, this PvP match will trigger while I'm like about to lose to this guy. Pick. Wow, this is a glassy mesmer. That is for sure. All right, take note, chat. Don't blow your 1 damage mitigation. I keep forgetting my told you it'd be me dying a bunch on this build. Don't blow your 1 damage mitigation tool on initiate with burst mesmers, because this is supposed to prevent damage. I think the way I had it traded, I could have that might have moved it. No, it should. Defy pain. Yeah, there's the buff. Okay, I gotta remember defy or headbutt is a weird defensive tool the way I've built this, because that's one thing Spellbreaker has that this doesn't, is inbuilt damage mitigation. Do I ever play Core Warrior? I know Core Warrior really works very well still, like because defense was similar to how Arcane was kind of the utility skill for elementalists, and sort of just elementalist but more. Discipline is very much of that, but for warrior. So you can go like, it lets you run some fun trait lines you wouldn't normally run, right? Because you can do defense, discipline, and then like insert trait line X. So you can almost do arms sometimes, right? If you want to get all your crit chance from that. Oh, hello, person. You on my stream? I'm going to guess yes. Possibly not, but possibly yes. I think I've played with 2-Shot Tony before. I'm cute for PvP if you're here, so is what it is. I'm trying to get better. Yeah, yes, that's what I thought. You want to invite to the guild, by the way, dude? Our only rule is no political or religious stuff in guild chat, and I've been inviting people like crazy who've been hanging out with the streams. I'm telling you guys, we're gonna have the sickest like small group come large group roaming guild when World versus World mini alliances roll over. It's gonna be rad. Nice. Welcome to Shot Tony. Give you a shout out, but I am playing a video game. Oh, if you want to enter a lottery, it's getting drawn on Saturday, so if you have any spare fancy furniture coins. Sorry, I'm like multitasking like terribly. Alright, follow me. He did it! He knows! My favorite thing is stun breaking that right when you hit the ground too, so people like, what? What just happened? How'd you not take fall damage and you just got up? Oh man, great. So Berserker, right? Kinda good, kinda jank. Don't know how I feel about slicing Maelstrom. Kind of a almost deliberately bad skill. Up, my Q popped. Let's see if I can at least take this sentry with you before my Q goes. I know you like to run full glass NG. Oh man, your NG got nerfed, right? Because of the explosion trait. People finally caught on for Zerging. Kinda rough, but it did like 1,000,000 billion damage. Is what it is. Here, have a... Oh, I couldn't even give him a fire field. Tragic. Bunker down now, nice. Because the mines, their med packs spawn at your location now. That makes sense. Yeah, look into the bot. It should be mirroring chat. Sorry about that. Fix it for Monday. Might have to restart literally everything. The Q didn't pop, you're in luck. I'm really interested to know what we're going to get for the new expansion as far as like combat things go, right? Because this expansion was like a shared thing and a new weapon. So if they do new weapons next time, what's like new weapons again, because they've kind of said that they were probably going to do that. What else are they going to do? Is it just going to be new weapons? Like, I don't even know, man. You know what, I'm gonna, since I have a buddy, I'm gonna cancel my Q here, and let's see if we can take this tower. If we can help our team out. Yeah, if you're on SOS, hop in, hang out. If I'm not queued for PvP, I'm down to run with whoever. Unless I'm like solo roaming and practicing a build. Oh no, I'm deliberately solo queuing, sorry. Like, because I'm trying to just test Spellbreaker. We could do our last one together, I wouldn't mind that. I don't really care about my rating, I'm just trying to like do Spellbreaker things. But I won a bunch and then I lost a bunch, so it should be about even. Vidéo is inbuilt controller support, interesting. I wonder if it's... Because I know this isn't at all similar, but Apex Legends has like crossplay between keyboard and mouse and controller, and there's like a huge advantage for playing on controller. So what people will do, I'm gold as well, so yeah. What people will do is they'll still play on keyboard and mouse, but they'll use like a translation layer like XPatter to make it seem like they play on controller, so they get like the free inbuilt aim assist. It's basically cheating. I wonder if there's any like kind of assistance thing for controller for BDO, or if it's just got like really good controls. Actually, I'd be really interested to know about that, so let me know. As well as what you like and what you don't about it. Because there's obvious things that I love about playing on a controller for Guild Wars and that I also hate. The tower here. Invite you to a party. Also gonna inspect your cosmetics. Solid. Yeah, the build in the description will be the sword shield version. I think it's just a little bit stronger because the setups are better. I wanted to see if I could get some value out of pistol, and I'm not hating it, but I think the leaps are enough with kicks, so if we wanted to run like dagger shield, I think it would be fine. Because shield also has a leap finisher and also goes the un man. Kill the man. Has like the inbuilt mobility and whatnot. Okay, he's like, nah. Two-shot Tony's got him. I'm sad. Well, we could do our PvP match at least. That's Blackgate, so they're probably going to call a Zerg if we try to take this, but we can give it a shot. Yeah, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Friday. Not this Friday, though. I've been trying to... improve my... Yeah, let's do it, dude. I've been trying to improve my setup, and I got a shock mount, but it came kind of busted, so I ordered another one, and I bought a monitor arm for this webcam that I've just had stacked on a bunch of books, and trying to set that up, and of course it didn't fit my existing, like, holes that I have on my desk for monitors, so I've got to get a different one. I don't know why no one makes good arms for webcams. They all suck. They all suck balls. I don't get it. If you're out there, niche market. Do it. Thinking about X-Packs, it would be cool if arenanet did something like multi-class inspired feat systems. See, the problem I have with that, Magus, aka Steve, is that... Here, toast shout Tony, come back. I know there'll be a delay, come back. Need to claim the camp. You can use our guild to claim whatever, unless we have Stone Mist. Rip. I'd be okay with that if they literally nerfed everything, Magus. Yeah. Because the way it is, especially with the shared weapon thing, classes are already stupid. Like, the power creep in this game is insane. Even on Warrior, like, my friend RSQ, who I, periodically do podcasts with, brought this up. Like, look at what Shouts did when they came out versus now, right? And that's a great example of just like, oh my god, feature creep and power creep. So if they literally like chunked all of the numbers in this game in half and then did that, I think that would be awesome. I always wonder about how, especially in a post-EOD Soto world, which was for a lot of new players, right? If or how players would even be receptive to a balance patch that nerfed a bunch of stuff. Because we haven't really had a balance patch while they've been targeting the new market. Let us change the color theme of our abilities. I'd be okay with that. I want to dye my gun saber, damn it. Yeah, something like that. That'd be pretty awesome. Nice, it just didn't auto-track to him. That's good. That's good. Kick! Kick! Dang, the Dragon's Roar setups. I know we have 2 people, but I don't care. Kick! Help! Oh, you can help me. I'd rather take this tower. I know if you attack him once, he'll be dead. Kind of forgot to push my... I just need to get better at Berserker, right? I need to be more comfortable where my buttons are. Berserker's one of those classes that, like, it's kind of like Chronomancer, where I always wanted to be good at it. And granted, you can be good at it if you're on Mace, because I'd have Skull Grinder. But, like, it just doesn't go into my brain easily. I don't know why Bladesworn goes into my brain. It's, like, literally because there's something wrong with me. As long as it makes sense. And if that means getting Bert to do 15k DPS, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do for the combat enthusiasts is the thing. I almost think combat, make sure you're getting damage numbers, 2-shot. No, there's rip that. Thieves going for our cant. It's our 1-shot, 1-kill. I almost think just like more maps, right? More PvP maps, more world versus world maps for the people who are interested in competitive would be really good. Yeah, you might have to turn it to the left a little bit. I always put these things too far to the right. I think that'd be kind of cool. I would love a world, like, 1v1 league. I'm trying to think of scrolling combat text in the base game. Interesting. Is it not in the base? In the base game? Is it only in expansions or something? Or do you mean like just actually like above a player or so, like a new HUD option? Because I know you can go to a combat log, like you can set your chat to display combat text. Nah, it's only on Blish HUD or Arc DPS. I'll have to look up what you mean, because that sounds like an awesome add-on. I do have Blish HUD, but I don't always run it. So, I think the ball's down. I'm an idiot. Hello, person. Got him. Fine, he's going that way. Nope. And has all the stability in the world. You immune? I just stripped all your boons. You have to kill him or he'll rally off the guard. Don't kill the guard. Don't kill the guard. Okay, good. Even though it's his guard. I know it's stupid. Okay. I doubt it, but maybe. Lets you separate damage in, out, and healing. Oh, okay. Ends up being a lot easier to read. I'd like them to just color code a lot of the like interface, right? Like different colors for the really important boons like stability and Aegis. This came up in my discussion with my new Willbender friend last night. Like stability is one of the most important boons in the game, and it has like no visual indicator basically, especially in a Zerg that people have it. So if they just colored that like, I don't know, orange and like Aegis green or something on the buff bar and left everything else the same, I'd be super fine with that. Or they could, you know, actually hire a UI designer, plug, I'm available, and, you know, go through colors that make sense in video games. Yahtzee actually just, the game streamer, or the game reviewer, not the board game, just had a really interesting thing where he went through what the various meanings of different colors in video games is. So worth a watch, and they could definitely use that as a reference for like regen and such. Away. All right, here's the hard part. Kick. 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 You have to say it. You have to say it. There is I did actually see that Gremini, they hired a new lead UI designer, which probably means that you hired a UI designer. And hey, Mirage got fixed, so great. Like, here's the thing. I complain about Warrior all the effing time, but that's mostly because I play it, right? Yeah, the blind and the condition transfer sucks. Right? So, again, grass is always greener. That's one of the reasons I love talking about, like, with the Willbender, dude. Oh my god, Slicing Maelstrom almost looked like it did damage there. That being said, there's things that are bugged on everything, right? So I don't want like Mesmer to not get a UI fix just because Bladesworn's been bugged forever, right? That's a really unhealthy mentality. So I'm really glad that Mesmer UI got fixed. I might try out some Mirage. That looks awesome. Hell yeah, 2-shot Tony. We did it. That was sick. Good job, dude. But yeah, this game's doing great. Like, it, unironically, Guild Wars 2, like 2024 is the year of Guild Wars 2 almost. It's so good. Get this guy in combat. There we go. Now I can't for it. Bye. Glide. Don't give him points. There we go. And we're gonna have like the best roaming guild when World Restructuring comes out. It's gonna be sick. All right, you want to do a PvP match? I gotta eat a bunch of food after this. So we'll do one PvP match. I'll roll some Spellbreaker. But yeah, if you two out there are trying to make Dagger and Berserker work, this build isn't that bad. The next expansion is confirmed for later this year, and they said they're working on one after that, so they're trying to do like one every year and change or so, tiniest, but they haven't actually like confirmed what it's going to be called or fired a patent so people can, or a trademark so people can get their hands on it. I think it's just going to be called Guild Wars 2 Utopia. I'm calling it right now. And it's going to be time travel based on the teaser hint that we got. But I expect that we'll get the next and last Soto release in 3 weeks. I know, hot take there. And then roughly 2 months after that, the next expansion will be either announced or playable. They did something similar with Path of Fire, and they've already said they restructured a lot of their release to be around that. You wish you could play in this time slot, Silhouette? Silhouette, if you just want to invite to the guild, I can invite you, dude. If you're a US player, and you're okay with our one no political or religious stuff rule, love to have you. But yeah, it sucks. This used to be my raid time, so I couldn't stream it all. I hear you. Sorry, catching up on YouTube chat. I need to get this mirroring thing fixed. And they could give each specialization new utility skills to fill in the gaps. I'd be more open to just like filling out the skills, right? Like there's no elite shout, so give Warrior an elite shout. There's Mesmer has a bunch of gaps that are like, this thing is technically a glamour, but not really. That they could get elite versions of. Okay, Silhouette, if you're still here, I want to ask your opinion on something. There used to be a really cool glamour trait on Mesmer. I don't know if it still exists, but it would create a clone whenever you went into stealth, so it helped benefit like your torch skills, or you know, if you're solo running mass invis or whatever. I think they should take that, make it a grandmaster, and whenever you stealth anything, it creates a clone of that. So like if you throw it on a Veil in World versus World, everything running through the Veil gets stealth, but it creates like a clone of the Berserker or the, you know, Spellbreaker or whatever. Just for that, just for a second. It doesn't last very long. They don't do damage, to just, you know, to throw people off. I think that would be so sick. Like mass invis with a group, you know, the potential's there. And all they had to do, like the technology's even in the game. Beyond the Wall's done a video about it. I'm in combat now. Rip, we just gave our opponents points. He's trying to do it. He's trying to get the Dolyak done. I should be helping. Beyond the Wall has a video about it. Oh yeah, Steve, as long as you're okay with the roll. Fine with that. I will send you an invite. Sounds good, dog. Yeah, if anyone out there wants to join Vanguards of Ascension, if you want more info, hit the site up. I try not to plug it, really. But It's a really chill community. People have been around forever. We do pretty much everything. Lots of roamers, obviously, now, and build enthusiasts. But if you'd like to join, there's plenty of room for like new people or returning players or PvX dudes. It's all good. There's no real requirement other than that one role. So just chill people, hangout spot. Everyone needs a place to play video games, you know? Finally started doing Soto Story and got to Naos today, and I really like the zones. The fog makes it feel bigger and more mysterious. I dig it. Weird creatures too. I don't know. I like the creatures. I like the fog. I like the zones. Since you mentioned you just got to Naos, or Nios, or I'm probably mispronouncing it horribly. It's probably much more impressive now that you're getting there with, now that it's been filled out a little bit. The first two iterations were kind of limiting. The third part's kind of where it shines. I hate the color palette they chose. I don't hate it based on like color theory. I think it's actually ooh. Oh god. Okay. Well, we're queued with Naru and Grimjack. This is gonna be a match. I hope you've got your Harry Pseudo's butt hat on. Two-shot Tony. It's gonna be fun. I don't like the color palette in Naos. It's gonna be fun. We need some music for this chat. Going to do my best to not be a giant potato. I mean, we're queued with Naru and Grimjack. I want to know who they have. Jesus. The one rule. Alright. I'll get home. I think the rule is just go with them and don't die. Here, I'll go with them. You get home. What's going on there? I've seen more of this summon elementalist thing. I'll bet you this is going to get nerfed. Apologies if I can't talk too much, chat. This is going to be a match. To do my best not to throw completely and immediately. Ow. Rough. Doing my best. Failing miserably already. That man is a Bladesworn. Uh-oh. Alright. See what is going on here. People are too good for me. Jesus. Lot of pressure there. See if they can get him. Oh, Naru got the decap. That's good. The video game chat. The video game. Good enough. House. Too much Cryptus Essence. I have not enough Cryptus Essence. I am jealous of you, sir. Nice. Or shield buff, shield bash just whiffing there. No reason really. Because this is staff Ellie. This is the same one. Do that too. If you can CC the tornado, like, actually. Interesting, you can invul Mage Bane Tether. Did not know that. Alright, we won 1v1. 1v1. Okay with that. More of a support Tempest probably anyway, though. Jesus. Breaking the rule again. Yes, I know. Bladesworn doesn't get stun breaks. I feel ya. Have that. Weird having teammates that know how to rotate and stuff. Clearly some of the best, but still a weird feeling. Stuck, dazed, and moving in that direction. Good. I too would like Bladesworn to be a real class one day. God, this dude. Ah, stuck running into the wall. This guy's good. This is a person. Jesus. Who is this? Abyss? Interesting. Ow. Feel bad. I do feel bad. It's a video game now. Well, that's what it's like to be carried by people who are much better at the video game than you are. Is what it is. I know, Bladesworn bro. One day. Keep hoping. Keep living that dream. Interesting, that has an animation lock. Well, we did it. Wasn't much of a match, but we did it. Free win, I guess. Oh boy, chat. It's a video game, dude. Oh man. Good job. 2-shot, Tony. Well done. And yeah, I'll work on fixing the bot chat mirroring, but yeah, I do play on a controller. Clearly not well, but I enjoy it. And if you want to set yourself up for some mobile gaming or controller gaming, hit me up. The files are in the description, as always. This has been Knight of Berserker. You know, pistol, questionable utility, but dagger getting there now that they've removed the aftercast. I'll have an edited video, possibly on my thoughts of what I think happened with Slicing Maelstrom. Maybe up on the channel this weekend, but we will see. Yeah, man. Took a tower, had a good game. I'll talk to you later. Thank you and welcome to joining, welcome to Vanguards of Ascension, the best guild. Important to have an ego without being egotistic, chat. But yeah, if you guys out there would like to join, while my chair is on an angle, hit me up or check out the website for more info, obviously. Plug, hint, hint. And yeah, cheers, guys. If you have any questions, I'll be back next Monday at 9. Stream every Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes Friday. So have a wonderful night. And yeah, Zoo Elementalist, I think, is the modern turret NG because of the target gap thing, Jan. I think you're very, very true. And maybe they'll fix the FPS issue. I don't really know. But we shall see. Am I happy? Oh, I'll answer this question before we go. This is interesting. Guild Wars 2, third biggest MMORPG. I mean, that makes sense. And am I happy that Guild Wars 3 was announced? I don't think Guild Wars 3, by the time it finishes production, FarQ, if you're here, will be anything overlapping Guild Wars 2 at all. I think if they finish Guild Wars 3, because it was just sort of announced and funded, it's going to be a minimum of 6 years before we hear anything, especially with the way arenanet does anything. And like they said, the job's not done on Guild Wars 3, or Guild Wars 2 as it is. But yeah, I'm excited. More Guild Wars is always great. The studio clearly doesn't hate their players. And if they can keep that up, I think it'll keep being the world's third biggest MMO, maybe even higher. But yeah, I am going to sleep right after I eat a bunch of food. I am Pseudo. This is Build Wars 2. And I will see you guys next Monday. Cheers. I'll see you in Tyria.